Welcome to the meditation matrix. So this is His Holiness Darth Vader speaking here. So what happened is that this morning I was chatting with a friend on the 3 principles of the human operating systems. So I was telling him that I need to have a title, and then wearing all those beads, and then in one side this is the ancient beads, on the other side is the wearables, and then the other, this is a wearable beads, okay, and then I have my HRV and all kinds of gadget, including my Raja in one side and my lightsaber on the other side, so that people will listen to what I'm saying. Okay, so well, that is how the world will buy in when one's speaking on the meditations and technology and so forth. Well, do we need that? Well, this is too heavy. Okay, I mean it is really just wearing that many things is a stress. Okay, so I'm just thinking it's fun to have fun with you guys. Okay, so today I like to share with you on the meditation practice. Okay, in the last video I shared with you that meditations is like your car, your vehicles. When you want to practice meditations, you want to find out something which is you really need it, and then you can use it like your car. Okay, instead of making it like like I'm wearing this Darth Vader stuff, which is very magical, mystical. Or another way we can look at it is like we can buy Ferrari or own Mercedes-Benz or have the Porsche, own all these cars. However, that is not going to replace our driving. Okay, we have to learn how to drive. We're going to drive one car, we cannot drive 10 cars, and then just because we own a Ferrari doesn't mean that we know how to drive. Okay, so meditation is like that. You use it. It is a tools. In the ancient, the analogy on the meditation is like or dharma or the methods or the technology is like a boat carry you across the river. After you go across the river, then you don't need to carry on your shoulder, and also you don't want to buy a 10 speed boat, okay, and then you still don't go across the shore because you don't know what is those speed boats is about. Okay, so this morning I wrote an article. Okay, I released an article on the solution package for the stress or working group. Okay, so it is a solution package. The reason why I call it a solution package, okay, this is this one. Okay, the solution package. The reason why I call it a solution package is this: within the package, it has to have a scientific monitoring system where it be able to monitor where we are, and then it has to have solutions help us to handle in different situations. So it needs a solution package to handle or to help us to manage our daily stress or our anxiety and so forth, to help that. Okay, however, as this morning I chat with a few different friends around the world, Meditation is not going to solve everything for you. Don't make it magic, okay? So we need to, based on some scientific stuff, it's not just because I wear this mask, you trust me, okay? Or buy into whatever I say. You don't want to go into that way. You want to be scientific, okay? The Buddha is scientific. This for sure. That's why he said follow the Dharma, don't follow the people, okay? Dharma, what the Buddha said, if you ask the older generations, Buddhists, like in China, like the famous Nan Huaijing, okay, in just passed away a few years ago, Nan Huaijing, he'll tell you that Dharma is scientific, okay, and so it need to get the scientific, and that's why it is very important that we have this calmness and awareness map. We need that. We need that to know where we are in order to apply the solution to solve the issue. And meditation is a solution. Meditation is not something magic and it will do everything. So as we know in this map, calmness awareness map, okay, as usual, this is -1, -2, this is 1, this is 2, and this is equivalent to the stress level of 50 here. This is 25, this is 75, this is 100, okay? So this is the stress level, this is the calmness. Only if we have this type of quantizations and based on data and is measurable that we can actually work on something. Otherwise is who know what, okay? And that's why in the today's article, the package, the solution package to help one to manage the stress in daily life, there is a monitor, a wearable monitor there, so we know our stress level or our calmness level, and then there's a solution for that. So namely, in the monitoring, you have all this monitor. One second. So you have the monitoring system, and then on the other hand, you have the solution. So let me get this thing. So over here you have the monitoring system where you know that you can track your daily, your instantaneous stress level or your calmness level. You can have a daily track on your stress level, and then the weekly tracking of that. Only that way we be able to know what are we working at. Is that thing is effective or not? What is our issue? Okay, it is better this way, scientific way, objective way. Okay. And then we have the meditation solution, which is designed for that, okay? Which is designed to carry one from the negative, around the -1 calmness or 75% stress, going downward to say 50-25%. And that is a package there, okay? So we need a solution this way, you know, that we can track instead of just claim something, okay? And that's why we need this this calmness and awareness map. And also, I want to share with you this, okay? So this is -1, this is -2, this is 1, this is 2, and this is the samadhi already, far, far away samadhi. Okay, now dealing with this area is dealing with stress or tension. Okay, as soon as we are human, we need to deal with that because we need to work. Okay, dealing with this level, okay, this level of calmness, that is about the intelligent, okay, the intelligent, and then the EQ, like the emotions index, the EQ. Okay, so we know, okay, if we want to deal with the intelligence, human intelligence, EQ, so forth, we want to be able to handle the calmness of 1 and 2, okay, along this way. And then if we want to deal with stress, we need to know how to deal with this area. And again, it boils down that we need a scientific measurement. Otherwise, how do we know what are we doing? Because this entire world is a causal system. It's a cause and effect. And only if we know what's going on accurately, or at least in the ballpark, we know how to solve it. Okay, and we, of course, we want to have a solution which can do the job. Okay, so if you try to solve something around here with something going to a vacation, you're not going to solve it. You're going to vacation, you just escape. Okay, you can go to a vacation, flying out for 2 days, you come back, you're stuck here again, because this is your daily living life. Okay, so that's why you need this map and so forth, you know, and then you know that, oh, this is what I want to solve. Like for the children, we want them to be more intelligent or good at their school, or if at company we want to have more IQ, more EQ, then we have to deal with this part. However, if we cannot deal with this part, there's no way we can deal with this part, because life, real life, we need to spend a lot of time here. So how are we going to deal with it? We need a solution. Okay. Okay. So you see this map, this calmness awareness map, you can divide into this area and this area. Then you're very clear with it, and then you can use the scientific measurement to know where we are, how we perform, and then we can improve it, and then we can have a good solution for it, because there is no one size fit all solution. Okay. Now, one thing I want to tell you here too, I want to share with you, because many people, many friends asking me about this Buddhism development, mindfulness, all this kind of stuff. Okay, now you want to hear the reality. This is the reality. So this is -1, -2, 1 and 2. Okay, in Buddhism, okay, there are different realms, R-E-A-L-M, different realms. The more one get advanced in the calmness, okay, one will cross a realm of the desire, get lower and lower and lower and lower and lower. So over here, like our human, between -2 to 2, this is a world or a realm which is full of desire. We usually, you and me, which in general is motivated by desire, money, sex, fame, titles, all sorts of stuff, and we fight here or compete here. Now, when you go closer and closer to samadhi, then the desire become lesser and lesser and lesser. So if you look at Buddhism, the teaching, okay, you will see that there are different realms, and then the more advanced in the calmness or in the samatha and vipassana state, they are in a realm which is have much less desire. Okay, so we need to know that. Now, one thing we have to be careful is, again, this is not what I'm saying. The Buddha 2,500 years ago already said, after thousands of years, Buddhism is going to turn into a quarrel era where people debate each other, but people don't do samadhi anymore. Okay? So what happened is, here is the samadhi. So if you want to have enlightenment and so forth, you want to be here. Okay? So the people, you want to be here. However, now, in our era, then people think, oh yeah, you know, we're going to bring Buddhism to be more as daily living. So you're going to bring Buddhism to more daily living. Well, now it's stuck. Because Buddhism on the advanced level have low desire, not because they cut off desire or force themselves, because of their energy support. The entire structure of their the four core elements have turned into soul. Okay. Now, when you go into here, it is a high desire region or realm. How is people here will understand what's going on here? You can. Okay. So today, there's many issues on like, for example, in Buddhism. Okay, there's many issues because, as I understand or what I experienced, the older monk, you know, I can speak on the Chinese Zen and Tiantai monk. In the older generation, like my father, grandfather's generation, there are people who is here. And today we want to bring the Buddhism here. Well, it's no longer here. Okay? And I heard it with my ear, is that a monk, a very how to say that, a respectable monk who is his state is here, okay, not here, have said this. He said that people sometimes think that study the yoga Chara Bhumi, the ancient scripture teaching of the Buddha or the Bodhisattva, is really difficult, and practice samatha and vipassana is very difficult. But for me, he said that his experience, he said that if life is not living within samatha and vipassana, then you'll have no peace. So people live here. It's actually 24/7, 365 is within samatha and vipassana, meaning in calmness and insight meditation. But that is not what we think today as a calmness meditation with or the insight meditations, go somewhere, sit down or something. No, they are living in it. So how to cross, like the Buddha say that, you know, a human life is born and get old, sick and death. So how to cross over that? Well, the Buddha's a solution is you live within samatha and vipassana. So then you don't attach. So there's a solution. That is a practice of samatha and vipassana, where we just one carry on and then life change. Okay? So that is what it is. you cannot bring this here and you say, well, you know, I want my desire. Like the other day I read a magazine, he said, in the magazine he said that you want to practice mindfulness when you have sex. So what the heck are you talking about? You want to have something here, pull it into this or this area. Okay. So that is many things today which is no longer accord to what the Buddha teach, and it just go by its own. Somebody created for some purpose. Okay. Also, like for example, the term, okay, the very famous term today. The very famous term called mindfulness. Okay, everybody in everywhere in the world, you can hear the term mindfulness. Okay, and the mindfulness is defined as what? A practice of paying attention on purpose without judgment. So it is a practice of paying attention on purpose without judgment, something like that. Okay. So let me look at the note how it said it clearly. Okay. The definitions of mindfulness is paying attention on purpose without judgment. Okay, that's a better English. Okay, so paying attention on purpose without judgment. Well, that is a problem with the definitions. So mindfulness, saying paying attention on purpose without judgment. And that is a problem in the definitions. Then you say, well, what is that problem? Well, let me tell you what is the problem. This is -1, this is -2, this is 1, this is 2. Okay? You want to practice paying attention on purpose without judgment? Sure, you can practice it, but it is actually a function of calmness. When you are, say, simple thing, when you have a very bad digestion that day due to a lot of thinking, how will your practice of paying attention on purpose without judgment compare with when you are healthy, you went to this vacations, and having this place like I show you the Lake Toba, you know, sit down there watching sunset. Well, is the mindfulness here and the mindfulness here the same? Well, obviously it's different. So what is the what is this dependent on? Your calmness. Okay. Now, if you want to have mindfulness and you omit the disregard the calmness, there's a serious problem there. How can you repeat that mindfulness? Okay, so it's like in engineering or in the mathematics, it's like you have a function. This is x, this is y. You have a function which is have a independent variable of x here. This is dependent on x, this function. Okay, this is a function of x. Now, if we don't talk about x, we just say the function. What are we talking about? Okay, so it is an issue, but because the entire world have already gone there, you know, promoted and so forth, it become a marketing. I mean, who is going to listen to what I say? Unless, you know, I become a Darth Vader, then everybody will listen. Okay, but how far will you go to practice mindfulness if you do not know that mindfulness is actually depend on the level of calmness. And if we do not know how to develop the level of calmness, or how to handle the level of calmness when it is going negative one, we can keep repeat the mantra of mindfulness and it go nowhere. And also, if you want to compare with this, the people who practice samatha and vipassana 24/7, 365, how are we going to compare with that? So is it still Buddhist? Mindfulness is still Buddhist? No, absolutely not. It is more commercial. It's not Buddhist. And because of it is this way, it doesn't have the calmness. It doesn't have the calmness, the mindfulness. It doesn't have the calmness variable here. How are we going to make a scientific study on this thing? So that's why people say, well, mindfulness maybe can do this, mindfulness maybe can do that. Sure, mindfulness can do a lot of things, but one need to know, okay, which level of calmness, of mindfulness are you talking about? Okay. So this is critical stuff. If we really want to make meditation works, it's not meditation is like, oh, vipassana is sound like a Ferrari, samatha is sound like a Mercedes-Benz. So I want to study vipassana with me, want to study this samatha with me. Well, it doesn't mean anything for the name. We need to know what is going on within it. Okay, otherwise we don't practice anything. We are not going to get any result, and it's not going to solve anything for us, but we just believe. Okay, and that's why I prefer the engineering and mathematical way, so everybody is equal. And there's many times, friends, when we discuss on the meditation, mindfulness, and this and that, then people always say that to me, okay, according to this monks or this people say this and that, this high place in Buddhism. I tell them this. I said, let's do it in engineering way. And then they keeping say, oh yeah, I know, let's this monk say this way, this monk say that. I said, let's do it engineering way. Why? And I do answer people this way when they ask me why. I say, you want to know why? Because I can drop name too, okay? Who is my direct teachers? And I have many of them, okay? If I drop that name, you guys drop that. If that is mean something, but it doesn't mean a thing. Because what we want is like the Buddha said, follow the Dharma, don't follow the people. It doesn't matter who the hell Hendrik is. It doesn't matter who the hell Hendrik's teacher is. It is this is important, because this is the thing which is going to help people. Not my name, not my teacher's name. And it doesn't matter. Okay? So, that is the reason why I wrote the article today on the package of solving the stress or anxiety issue, okay, or try to solve it, okay, in a scientific way. Now, I like to share with you that people who use this package, okay, people who use this package around the world, okay. Now, because they have this package, so that they know, their weekly, when their stress is going high up, right away they know, hey, I need to do my practice and get it down. Okay, so there's monitor here. Now, same with this, right? You're going down, and then suddenly, if you do not notice it going up, and then when it's going up, then because we practice it, we have the solution package. We will be able to get back down. because we have a handle. If we don't have that, it's just like, for example, we say, well, we go practice the Zen meditation. So Zen what? Can you get it down? If you cannot get the stress level down, what good is that? It doesn't matter even that that meditation is taught by Buddha, okay? Because it's useless. It doesn't solve the problem, okay? And yeah, the same with this, you see, different people for 1 week go up and down and so forth, okay? So you can work with it. And also daily, in the daily, people know their stress time, okay? And all the stress time, guess what? It was related to eating, Why? Stress or the negative calmness is not just that about the emotion and so forth. There's a lot of cause and effect there, okay? So say this is the awareness, this is calmness, and say this is at -1 level, okay? Like here, -1 level, okay? Now, over here, what caused this stress here? And it is, take away from this. The first thing is, if one is not sleep enough, one feel exhausted, the body doesn't function properly, you can end up in this area, okay? The second thing is, if we worry and then we go eat something and the digestion is not good while we're eating, we get into this area too, okay? Or get into this area. We get emotion, get excited, we get into this area. So already there's 3 things there. If you don't have enough sleep, you're exhausted, and then if your digestion system is not good, okay, or you're busy that day, or you eat when you're talking, or you're drinking cold water, which is cause your digestive system is working harder, or you get stressed. Now, it is not one size can solve all. If you are tired, exhausted because you don't sleep for 2 days, you better go to sleep. Don't do any meditation. Go to sleep. Period. Now, for the digestion system, if you have digest problem, okay, when this is showing the data from the wearable is showing that in here, then you probably want to sit down quietly, let the digestion system do the job, or even massage a little bit to help it. Now, if you get excited, okay, probably you want to do the 10 minutes meditation as is over now, like as shown, or you need to do some massage, okay? So one need to know it is not just, oh, you do meditation and everything will be fine, okay? Now, not to mention, if I just tell you, oh, this is a Zen meditation taught by my teacher who is the patriarch of the Zen, just go practice it, and I have no idea on this, how are we going to solve any issue? How are we going to bring from -1 back to this? And only from here we can work with our intelligence, our EQ, our IQ, and if you want to go samadhi, you can go this way. So if we do not know how to work on that, we get issue, okay? So like for example, for this meditation, this 10 minutes meditation, which is in the today's package, you know, the short-term goal is to get one from this -1 go to this side, okay, to get calmer or lower stress. The long-term goal is when after one practice this 10-minute meditations, one know one's body better. So because of one knows one body better, one be able to handle this better, okay? And then only after that one be able to work on the more calmness, like calmness 1, 2, or you want to go to 3, or all the vipassana, samatha stuff. Okay. Now, without this, how is one going to go anywhere? Okay. So that's why if one is not going this engineering way or technology way, okay, this is what's going on. This is what's going on. Calmness, awareness, -1, -2, 1, 2. So one stay around here, depend on the mode of that day, okay? Uncontrollable, because calmness is not in the picture, it's not the independent variable. Then one can come here, and then when one feels something good here, they start to have this philosophy. Okay, the philosophy here. Whatever speculation, you talk about consciousness, non-duality, and all the Zen stuff, enlightenment. Okay? What does it solve? It couldn't even get from -1 up here. And then you know that when you want to go to get samadhi state, you need to go from here for different vehicles. Maybe aeroplane, for example, analogy, to go here. Okay? So if you're stuck in here, keeping saying the mindfulness and everything without knowing the calmness is the core of human being. Forget about it. It's not going to go anywhere. It's predictable. And then if you say, oh, I'm going to bring this meditation to test in the university lab, research lab. Okay. If we don't want to pay for that, we get that those type of research in neutral positions. Well, it is really doubtful any result can be formed, because unless your equation of mindfulness have the calmness taking into considerations, okay, calmness in the considerations and the human conditions, these functions, how are we going to do experiment in the lab? Without this parameter, how are we going to, in engineering, technology, in science, without the control parameter, how the world will know what is what? We cannot say, oh yeah, you know, according to this meditations, and it will give this result. It might do this, it might do this, it might do this. And believe or not, in my 40 years of getting into this thing, I have seen many research, even from university, which doesn't mean anything. It is all relationship, and this cannot be specific. It cannot be repeatable. Well, you can say one master can do this. Well, why can this master do have all his students be able to get to that level if he really master on that task? It's like you want to produce this iPad. You want 1 million? I give you 1 million, because it's a clear process step. Okay. So today, I'd like to share with you all this, on this package, okay, on this stress reduction package, which I show in my blogs, or in the link is under the description here in the YouTube. Take a look at it, okay? Because the variable, they actually drop the price of the wearable, okay, the wearable device. So I think it's a good buy, okay. The what do you call it, the meditation is free. One can use it a few days a day, every day, and to know one's body. And then the monitor system is very affordable, and one can get one's life back, okay. So if take a look at it, if it is fit you, okay. And again, what I'm saying that over here is that I'm interested to present solutions to solve issue, and I point out not to attack people, but to point out that the issue is there, like this mindfulness stuff. If you don't have the calmness, the fundamental, the calmness variable, there, there's no way you can do anything with that in the accurate or repeatable or quality way. Because that's not scientific. And then you don't want to argue when you are having this, in this philosophy style, you always say, the scientists cannot prove this. Well, if you have no idea what it is, how is the scientist going to prove anything? For example, if I have no idea of the mindfulness is depend on the calmness level, how is the scientist going to prove anything? Well, I can always reject the finding of the scientist when I don't like it. Okay. But in fact, I have no idea what it is. It's today, if the guy who go to do experiment is the -1 guy, tomorrow is 2. Then you say, oh, the number 2 guy can have mindfulness this way, this way, this way. And then I'm going to reject the -1 calmness guy. What type of scientific research is that? Okay. The research is, you know every parameter on that. That's controllable, then you know it works or it doesn't work. So this is to share with you today, and I think I need to wear this every time so that people listen to me, and then also not take me too serious, because I don't want people attack me because I tell you guys the facts.